How you guys doing? This is Neil, the art instructor at masterpaintnow.com and Udemy. And I'm here to do a review for you of something that 3Dtotal sent me. Cool little figure doll here. You can see about how big it is compared to my arm. It's pretty good size. And it's by 3Dtotal.com. See here. I'll show you better in a second, but I'm going to do a quick review on this and show you like how it can be useful for anatomy studies and for different things. They have different models that are available on the website. Definitely check it out. I like it so far. It's pretty cool. I think it's a good useful tool. I'm going to show you why I think that in my total review of it, honest review, because I really don't need to review stuff for people for money, right? I already make good money. So, all right, let's get on with the review. Just get a quick close up here of who it's made by. You can see it's made by 3Dtotal.com. For some reason it wants to keep focusing on the background, but there you go. First thing I want to say is that when I don't do reviews really on my channel of stuff. I usually don't even accept offers of reviews. I have different companies that will ask me if I'll review their product or whatever like that, and I usually don't do it. But these people, I like the way they approached me, 3Dtotal. They just said, "Hey, do you want a free doll for your channel?" They didn't ask me to make a review of it. They didn't ask me to make a video of it. They just said, "That's it. As simple as that. Do you want a free doll for your channel?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." I like the way they approach me. I like that they're not trying to sell. They're not trying to like convince me to do a good review or slanted review or anything like that, or even do a review at all, or to do any sort of videos. They just say, "Hey, I think that you might like the doll and it might be cool for your videos, and we'd like to see what you do with it." And that was cool. I like the way they approached me. So because they approached me in this kind of more honest way, not trying to get like some free review out of it that favors them, I decided to go ahead and do it. And I decided to review it even though they didn't ask me to. So what I'm going to do is going to be a completely unbiased review because I don't have no reason to give you a biased review because they just gave it to me and I don't have to do anything with it. I can just throw it in the trash can if I wanted to. But I like it. I think it's a good model. I think it's helpful. So the first thing is that it's made of very durable plastic. I can feel the plastic's made of. It's very durable. I can drop this thing and I can really bend it and put some pressure on it. Look at that. And it's not going to break or snap. So I know it's going to last a long time. And a couple of different good uses I know we can get out of this is one, the anatomy. So it has really good anatomy in it. I'll go ahead and here kind of show you a more close-up. See if I can't hit the focus on her. And let's go over here more. I think let's try and focus that dragon in the background. Maybe I should move it or put her in front of it. All right, there you go. So you can kind of see the anatomy there. You got the different arm muscles. You got the deltoid. On the left, you got the bicep. In between the bicep and tricep, you have the brachialis. Comes down to radial brachialis. So it's a very detailed model with all the different muscles and stuff. And there's different models on their site. They have males and females. They have ones that are fully just muscle and ones that are fully just flesh tone, that are covered in flesh. And they have the half and half ones, which are pretty cool. I think they have a few mech warrior type ones with these like cool armor on them. To study armor. Now it's cool some of the benefits you can do with this really quickly versus let's say, well, why not just use Dad Studio or something like that? Well, one, this is very accurate for the anatomy side of it to see where the muscles are, where they attach really quickly. Go, what's that muscle in the back here? How's that look? How they attach? You can just quickly see it and see how they attach on the leg really fast. And then you can also see, well, what does that look like when there's skin over it? So those are the muscles right there. And what do those muscles look like when the skin's over it? For example, the buttocks. You can see, okay, so when I look at the buttocks have this certain way of, I'm going to turn off this backlight real quick. While I'm turning off this backlighting, another cool thing you can do with this model is set up different lighting situations and see, well, how would a person look like if they're lit up with this particular kind of lighting. And so if you see the buttock here, you can see that the buttock muscle comes and attaches there to the leg. But when you have flesh on it, you can't see that, So you can see that when there's fat tissue and some flesh tissue, how the muscles look different when they're covered. And you can see the back muscles, how all these muscles here, when they're all covered with flesh, you really just see more of the pronouncing of the scapula sticking out here. And then with the female, you don't really see any of the actual muscles themselves underneath there. So you can also see like the dip here you have. And so there's a lot of cool things you can see. How do all these muscles here change when they're covered with skin? You only see a few of the details there. But if you want to make the character more detailed and skinny, you can add some of these muscles, this knowledge underneath it. So I think it's really useful too if you want to just kind of take a quick perspective study, like what would a person look like if you were looking up at them like this. how high does the nipple go? Now, normally when we're looking at the character, the nipple's at this normal height. You can see a lot of the distance between the collarbone and the breast, and then if she's facing down more, you can see that kind of lengthens. But as she turns back, you can have it to where that nipple touches her collarbone. You can even have it to where it touches her chin, as you can see there. And that's the extreme, looking up point of view. But if the person's like got shot by a bomb or something, boom, they're exploding, they're going this way, it's good to quickly see, well, what would the breasts look like in that situation? What are they covering? How would the foreshortening look? So it's just a quick way to get that kind of, foreshortening and, what it looks like. Another thing it's good for is how will the lighting look? So you can set quick lighting situations to go, okay, how would the character look? In general, it's a kind of lip from this, how would the breast look or how would the arm look? You can see how these different muscles would look depending on how the light is hitting the character, and also, does the breast actually cover the arm? In this case, it does when you turn the character, when you have this just one light system set up. I got a very basic lighting system set up right now. But yeah, what I recommend if you really want to study it for light purposes is to actually paint her with like airbrush and just kind of spray her over with makeup. It's makeup you can wipe off if you wanted to. To kind of like a foundation kind of makeup, or you can even use this regular makeup foundation, just kind of rub it on her and then use that little bit of the powder kind of foundation makeup and kind of go over that, and that will get rid of the glossiness. The same thing you do in movies and playwright when you're filming a movie. The reason why men wear makeup is for their face don't shine, because you have the oil on your face, and so that kind of makes your face more flat to the lighting, so it looks better under camera, so you don't have these like oily kind of bright marks on the face and stuff like that right there. And I mean, but having her like this can kind of simulate what would a body look like if it were wet, if it just came out of the shower or something like that. So, all right, folks, that's my quick review and the beneficials I think you can have for this. It's also good to see like what would a knee look like from different points of view, like from a side angle. You can see how the knee looks like there with the tendons. And then if you're kind of looking up at the knee versus looking kind of down at the knee or at the side, inside view of the knee. And I don't have enough light on her to really see all this, but having different lighting situations too also helps. What do the breasts look like when you're looking up at them? What they look like when you're looking down? What they look like on like a 3 angles point of view and looking up? And then if you really want to see like how both breasts will look, they should make a model to where you have like magnets or something where you can stick on a breast here when you have the Sorchi and half a Sorchi, half not. But you can buy this the model that has full flesh, and when you turn it into 3/4 view, you can see how you see more of a side view of the breast here, but this breast here will be more of a front view. And that can help you see that kind of stuff. You can also use DAD Studio and things like that. The benefit of this over DAD Studio is it's more realistic, and you can put it under realistic lighting situations really quickly, even with just a flashlight or a couple of just quick setups with different lamps, and then get for different views and see right now like quickly how the anatomy changes when the light hits it from different points of view. And you can just set it up and see things like perspective wise, like what it looked like from the back, and you're kind of like going away from us like this. How does that perspective look? And it's just a really quick way to get how that perspective would look and how the anatomy would look, where you can't really do that in DAD Studio. Unfortunately, you can't bend this model. It's just a static model. It'd be really cool if they make a model like this that's just detailed, that has some kind of muscle simulation on it where you can kind of move it. They have some, but their muscles just aren't all that great and still don't look all that great when they move around. But having a dynamic muscle system where you can like move the arm up and have the muscles stretch and everything appropriately and look appropriately would be really cool and really beneficial. But nonetheless, I think these kinds of models can serve a purpose for you in your studio, so that you can just kind of get a quick glimpse at different things that you might want to look at. In the future, depending if you guys want me to or not, I can do some videos showing how you can use this model to help draw a drawing. So how you can reference it really quickly to get an idea of what you need for certain things. All right, thanks for watching.